You are listening to Mondays in the Mix, bringing you the best and the hottest club mixes and remixes of the week with your host, Will Jackson.
Thank you so much for joining us here live here in Kaiserslautern, Germany. This is the actually premiere show of Mondays in the Mix. I am your host, Will Jackson. And as I said, we are coming live from the factory. We did a little revamping. Other things. Out with the old, in with the new, of course. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. We are doing our first premiere show today, May 1st. First of all, happy Labor's Day to those countries that are celebrating it. You know, here in Germany, it's Labor's Day. Nothing is open. Everything is closed. Shamefully on such a cloudy. It's supposed to be spring. It's May 1st. It's supposed to be spring. It's supposed to be warm temperatures, but here it's actually cold, rainy, and cloudy. But we are bringing sunshine on this Monday, hoping everyone is having a wonderful, productive day to start your week off, start the month off, right? Again, as we said, we had some challenges, and we wanted to revamp from what we used to be called, which was Mondays Midday Mix. And we wanted to come up with something a little bit more fresh, something a little bit more widespread as far as the music industry and music itself. So we want to start the show off. And it was interesting on Facebook. I was reading one of the posts on Facebook, and it goes, this young lady goes by the name of DJ Juicy M. DJ Juicy M. And I guess she's someone of importance because she has a blue check mark by her name. So she is featured on Facebook, and I've never heard of her before, but it was very interesting, some of the comments that I found very interesting, and it's pretty much about her DJing style, and this is pretty much more on the club level, venues, club goers, and many DJs in the past have been accused of doing this very same thing, which is, not necessarily mixing live, but a lot of recorded tracks, sample tracks or whatever. And I know for as far as women is concerning, there's been an influx of women DJing, and I get the aspect of it that, you know, you're selling sex, you're selling a visual. I don't know, maybe things are changing in the DJ world, in the club going world, because you have a lot of these young ladies that are selling sex, more or less not the talent of beat matching, scratching, but pretty much just putting on a show, and the music is kind of secondary. I don't know, I guess I would blame it all on Paris Hilton, because she had a run for, a couple of years as being the quote-unquote super DJ, to where venues were hiring her for millions of dollars to come out and again, get your money. There's nothing wrong with a little hustling. But what I find strange about this particular post on Facebook, and again, like I said, many of the people in the comment section was talking about, or one individual said, how does she DJ without headphones? Because clearly in the video she's DJing without headphones, and she's basically bouncing up and down her perky breast. Bouncing. And again, like I said, it's a show. It's not really showcasing talent. It's showcasing sex appeal. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to go for. But I guess I'm more or less old school when it comes to going to a club or going to a venue or actually just listening to a DJ do their set. That leaves an individual in a maze to know that they're actually creating music, creating remixes, creating different tracks live there on the stage. For the lovers of music, whether it's house music or techno or electronic dance music, hip hop or whatever. I mean, if you go back into hip hop, there was Spinderella from Salt and Pepper. Beautiful woman. Beautiful. Talented. Talent. Where she didn't have to sell sex. She was selling her talent as a DJ. Very great DJ. But again, like I said, this has seemed to be the growing trend that music has become secondary. But I found it very interesting when I was reading that on the Facebook. And it prompted me to think about the music and the whole club going experiences has developed into more or less over-sexualized industry. And I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking at it differently. But from some of the things that I've noticed in the past, since the, pre-pandemic that we've experienced, and going back to when there were a lot more musical venues, a lot more musical festivals that was taking place. Now everything is opening up. Now, of course, things are kind of going back to normal. But from some of the things that I've noticed in the past, I just found this particular article very, very interesting. So we're going to move into the favorite part. And of course, the show, in which, of course, this week we have a couple of great mixes, great tracks. I don't know the genre of hip hop. And I wanted to give more, what would you say, more exposure to, because the hip hop as a genre has also started to change. And I understand that things evolve. But one thing that amongst the hip hop heads, the people who are really, really into the culture of hip hop, the 4 pillars of hip hop, those are the 4 rules of hip hop. And you have DJing, you have MC or MCing, you have B-boy, which is the breakdancing, popping and locking, and then you have the 4th, which was graffiti art. Those are the 4 elements, the 4 pillars of hip hop, the hip hop culture. But I know this one particular artist. I'm going to play one of his tracks. This is one of the hottest tracks out now. And again, his name is NLE Chopper. NLE Chopper. Goes by the this track, which personally I like. It's a little dark, but I like it. It's called Slut Me Out.
Why you bring the word to me?
Hey, rip out my shirt if you love me. Spit in my face when you fuck me. Play with my goose while you suck me. Eat the dick like you was ugly. I mean, hold on. Wait, where your friend bring your buddy? I don't think that you enoughy. Her favorite thing to say is cuff me. Slut me out. Slut.
Again, this is NLE Choppa, Slut Me Out. It's very interesting to see how this one bangs out in the club. I really like this track. And then we have, of course, another one that I like a lot. Goes pretty hard. This is Drake, and this one has a very, very interesting element to it. But the name of the track is called Search and Rescue.
Yeah.
Penny X.
I need someone to be patient with me. Someone to get money when I take it from me. They don't even need to be as famous as me. I don't think I meet them at the places I be. But deep down I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pit bull, but darling, mommy. I just wanna take you on a holiday, mommy. Say what's on your mind, I'ma call away, mommy. Come and rescue me. Whoa, take me out the club, take me out the trap, take me off the market, take me off the map. I'm tryna hit the group chat and tell them it's a come and
Hot track. I love it. I love that track right there. And it's a different element. Again, Drake has been going through a series of different avenues when it comes to hip hop. I know before these recent releases by Drake, before he was going, he was leaning more towards a club beat, more of a club atmosphere to his music. I was trying to find a track that I had here. Oh, give me a second. I don't know. I thought I had it here. Could be wrong. Yeah. I don't know what I did with that track, but it was called Massive. And again, it had a very, very interesting like house music beat to it. And it's very interesting to see how Drake's musical career has progressed over the years. And I've come to really, really, really like Drake as an artist. Before, I didn't really care much for his music, but as he's grown with his style and the way the music is being produced to match his cadence, he's going into like many different avenues. And he's climbing the charts as he's going through these different avenues. I wish I had that track here. The name of it's called Massive. If you Google it, listen to it. It's definitely a club track, and it sounds great. I love it very much. But that is today's show. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to our premiere show. We're gonna bring a little bit more content, but this is pretty much, like I said, just a test to see how it goes, and just to introduce a new format to what once was, which we called it Mondays Midday Mix. Now this is Mondays in the Mix. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to being with you again next week. Keep it locked. Same station, same time. Look forward to being with you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Be safe.